homes, I mean, pretty much are pretty much ready. They were going over. For my parents, age children.
Phoenix Suns Home Court, brought to you by Quest.
Hey Suns fans, welcome to Phoenix Suns Home Court. I'm your host, Jamie Morris. We are at the home of Tamia and Grant Hill. They invited us for a visit, so let's go inside. Hi guys, how are you? Thanks for having us to your home.
You caught us on Casual Friday.
You like Casual Friday. All right, so I know Suns.com had a little bit of help in you guys choosing your home. So tell me how this all worked. I know you were pregnant and you couldn't come out and see the homes when Grant first came to Phoenix.
Right. Actually, Grant and our daughter and his mother chose the house. I was working with a real estate agent, and I would call her up and I'd say, I was on the net and I saw a great house, can you check it out for me? And she would, and so we narrowed it down to about 4 houses. And
this was our favorite one, but we had a list of 2 homes, the top 2.
Yeah.
And then we had, of course, the people from Suns.com to come through with the video camera.
Well, I asked her, can you videotape it for me?
Yeah.
It'll make me, you know, I just want to feel like I'm actually walking through it. And then you guys came, and it was professional, and I'm like, what? Wow, she really went out of her way to videotape this for me. So her name is Liz Mannix, so I call her up and I'm like, I'm watching Mannix TV, because you guys had the microphone and the whole 9. So it was good. It made me feel like I knew the place when we actually landed.
And so why did you pick this house? One reason why you chose this house over another?
Well, I liked it because it had a big backyard, and you know, we have a very active 6-year-old now. She just turned 6, and you know, wanted to be able to get out and play, and the pool, and run around, and so I liked the house. I liked the size of it. It was you know, I just felt of all the homes that we looked at in a short period of time, this was by far my favorite.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about you guys. Okay. Let's tell everybody how you guys met. Where did you guys meet? What's your love story?
Well, there's probably my story, and there's her story, and somewhere there's the truth.
All right, let's hear your story.
The shortest story.
My story?
Let's hear your story, then we'll hear it to me.
Through friends, that's the shortest story.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I kept getting these letters and calls. Nah, just some mutual friends.
Yeah.
You know, Tamia's from Windsor, Ontario, which is really right across the river from Detroit, and I was living in Detroit. And she was back home visiting from LA, and some mutual friends kind of hooked us up and introduced us, and you know, we've been together ever since.
Yeah. And how long you guys been together?
Wow,
dating
years.
And then married.
Yeah, I guess it would be married 9 years in July, and 12 years together in May.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Congratulations.
She got my good years too.
Yeah.
Really?
And you guys have 2 beautiful daughters together. Do we see any more kids in your future?
Oh, I don't know.
That's on her.
You might want to rub on one of those jars to see. I'm not sure. You know, it's like after you get married, when are you having kids and you have a baby? When's the next one?
Right.
When's the next one? So we'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, I'm an only child, and so are both my parents are only children. So I didn't have cousins and uncles and big families, and then Tamia has 3 brothers and just a huge family. So, you know, I'd like to have, you know, I'd like to go for 6, but you know, I don't think.
If I were you, I would too.
What kind of father is Grant?
Oh, he is awesome. He's a great dad. No matter what time he gets in, I know people always razz you on the team, but no matter what time he gets in, he goes and he takes my daughter to school, and they always come to me like, Grant's not the only one who takes his child to school. We take our kid to school too. So, but that's you know, he and Mila's time. But he's really great.
What do you enjoy most about being a father?
Oh wow. You know, I just think I think what I enjoy is that, you know, the responsibility. You know, I mean, you know, for us as parents, just knowing that we have, you know, these 2 children who are growing and maturing, and we're responsible for you know, them becoming hopefully successful, productive, you know, adults. And I mean, I guess one could say that's fun, and one could say that's, wow, it's a lot of responsibility, but I think it is fun. And every step with Mila, she's 6 now, and when she was 2, when she was 4, and then watching Lael now at 6 months, and just, it's fun. I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to as they continue to grow. And we have an agreement with Mila that her teenage years are going to be great. So I'm anticipating even fun with that.
Yeah. That's great. Being in the public eye as parents, and having to be very protective over the children. You guys are both obviously celebrities and viewed in the public eye. Is that difficult for the kids? Is that difficult for you guys?
It becomes more and more difficult, over the last 10 years or so with the internet and all the access that people have. So we pick and choose sort of, the things that we put our children in.
Sure.
Or we put ourselves in, actually. But, it's very hard to shut off the world,
Right.
nowadays. So you kind of just have to be careful of the things that you say yes to, because now they're around forever too.
Right.
So before you could do something and maybe a few people that watched the news that night would see it. Well, now you can recall it, on the net so easily, and it's there
Right.
forever. So.
Right.
You have to be careful,
Yeah.
and so we try to be. But it's funny with Mila. When I was little, my dad was somewhat of a celebrity as a football player.
He's gonna be upset you said someone.
He's not gonna like that. Okay, my dad was the man.
He was. Yeah.
We'll cut that part
He
out.
tells us he's the man.
He was the man.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when people came up to him, and there wasn't sort of the fears that there are now. But I didn't like that. I people would want his autograph. I never quite understood, and so I was, I had issues with that. And then with Mila, when we're out and about and people want to take a picture, I make sure she's off to the side.
Sure.
And she wants to be in the picture.
Oh, of course.
She's like, she wants to. I mean, she came up to us the other day and was like, Mommy and Dad, I want to be famous. I wanna
It was really crazy.
So we have our hands full with her, but you just have to be careful. That's all.
Sure.
And we try to be normal and do normal things, and we're out and about and going places that other parents take 6-year-olds and try to have as much normalcy as we can for them, and try to protect them as best we can.